golden glow of her skin had sallowed, and sooty crescents had settled beneath the eyes he used to love to gaze into. "I put the fire in your big brown eyes," he'd say, "and I'll always keep it burning." But after he vanished, the flame dimmed and flickered, and now it was ash cold. Gayle held her breath and fought the tears that threatened every time she poured the pungent disinfectant in the toilet. "I need this job. Vanessa and Mama need me to have this job." She swished her rag around the seat, folded the toilet paper edge into a perfect triangle, then poked her head into the bedroom and checked the clock. Only 10:30. Gayle sank to her knees and scrubbed the tub. Lord, what happened to my life? Before she finished, she was startled by palsied rattling of the door. "Shit, I hate these damn cards. Money? He asked if I wanted money." The woman's muffled voice quaked with rage. "What the hell is wrong with a key?" The shaking intensified, punctuated by sharp kicks. What is wrong with this girl? Gayle rose to open the door. "What are you doing in here? I'm checking out." The woman snarled as she shot angrily through the doorway. "Doesn't anybody in this damned hotel know what they're doing?" Heat seared Gayle's cheeks. To keep from saying what was on her mind, she looked down and felt in her apron pocket for the list of rooms to clean she was given when she started her shift. But when the woman flung her folio on the desk and sent a vase of roses crashing to the floor, Gayle nearly jumped out of her skin. "Would you leave? Now?" Oh, my God. It can't be. Gayle was dumbstruck, riveted in place. But that voice... It was clipped and commanding now, all traces of the down-home drawl long gone, but she could almost hear that rich alto singing from the back of the choir loft. Gayle stared as the woman yanked open her suitcase, snatched clothes from the bed, and stuffed them into the black leather bag. She noted the woman's hair, styled in a sleek, sophisticated cap. No more nappy kitchen, much less those wiry pickaninny braids Mama used to frown at when we were kids. She's still on the round side, but a lot thinner than before. And that outfit would pay my rent for the next 2 months. It's been 10 years at least. "Are you deaf or just plain stupid? I said, get the hell out." The woman wheeled from the closet, clenching a red chiffon dress like she would rip it in two. Her eyes blazed right through Gayle. "It really is Patricia." Gayle looked dead in Pat's face, opened her mouth to speak, but clamped it shut again, silenced by the scalding stare. "I have to say something." She tried to find words, but this time choked on the memory of their last stormy meeting and how shamefully she had treated Pat, her best friend, the closest thing to a sister she ever had. Suddenly, Pat spun around and continued packing. Anger and embarrassment enveloped Gayle in a hot, musty, airless haze. She backed slowly from the room, daring Pat to see her. A film of sweat coated her body and anger seeped through her uniform. "Miss High and Mighty thinks she's too good to know me. She lived in my house when her own mother wouldn't own her." Gayle pulled the door to, then sagged against the wall and shivered with a fevered chill, her head in a daze, her heart in an uproar. "Damn you! I hate you!" Pat's anguished wail pierced the quiet. Gayle was drawn toward the cry, reached for the knob, but she knew there was much more than the door still between them. Then a torrent of sobs from Pat's room flooded the impenetrable, carpeted silence of the hall. All the years we were together, everything that happened, I never heard Pat cry, not even that day. Part 1. Making the Bed. 1. An Invisible Crack in the World. 1969, Queens, New York. "I gotta pee, bad," Gayle whispered to Pat. Fat snowflakes had settled on Gayle's rabbit fur hat and on her bangs, framing her small almond face like a halo. "You went before we left school." Pat knew Gayle was stalling to keep from facing her parents with dismal grades. Pat pulled at her green knit cap, trying to keep her hair dry. Her straight-A report card was tucked inside the folded newspaper cover of her math book, but she'd have hell to pay if Aunt Verna had to get out the pressing comb before Saturday. First thrown together in kindergarten by the random selection of alphabetical order, Patricia Reed and Gayle Saunders were as different and as inseparable as day and night. Pat had been raised by Ma Ray, a cake-baking